Alright.
We're good? Alright. What's going on, guys? My name is Alex Ralph.
Wait. Didn't you just wear that shirt 2 episodes ago?
Oh man, I think you're right, dude. That's better. What is going on, guys? If you have been here before, it is good to see you. If it's your first time, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about editing on Premiere Pro. Just the bare basics to get by on making a video or a vlog or anything of the sort. Because I know it's a bit intimidating when you're transitioning from something like iMovie or maybe even mobile editing software into a bigger platform like Premiere Pro. There's a lot of buttons and bells and whistles, but never fear, we're gonna break it down right over here. See what I did there? Also, I know, I changed my shirt again, whatever. I actually filmed this at a later time than that intro. Who needs consistency though, right? But yeah, let's get right into this, check it out. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is open up Premiere Pro. And when you do that, it should open up. We're gonna move this along as quickly and as simply as possible so you can get the gist of it. So check it out. Here you got just a bunch of older projects that I worked on, so just gonna go ahead and hit new project. We're not gonna worry about all that other stuff. Name your project. We're gonna call this Jason in the Snow and just hit OK. Next up, what we're gonna wanna do is come right up here into the editing tab. You have more options there, but we're just gonna keep this very basic. This is just to get you from iMovie or any other platform you're using into something a bit more hefty like Premiere Pro. So make sure you're in the editing tab. You come down into what's called your project bin over here. You're gonna double click, and then that opens up your finder here. Also note, all these things, the commands and the hotkeys that I'm talking about, I'm referencing in regards to using an Apple computer. Anything else, it would work more or less the same way, but just know I'm using an Apple computer. But when you're here, go ahead and open up your hard drive. And this is my hard drive. If you'd like to see a video on how I categorize my work, I guess I'll link it up here, and I'll leave a link in the description below as well. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the A archive. 2019 January, we're gonna find our Jason folder, in 01/19/2019, just a couple of days ago, and we're gonna go ahead and select the song as well as this folder with all the video, and we're gonna go ahead and hit import. Now that's gonna load the files into the project bin. So here we have our song, and here we have our folder, which if we double click, we have the videos. Now you could just put all the videos in there alongside the song and such, but I figure if you keep them in separate folders, even in the project bin, it's a little easier to maneuver all of your footage. Okay, so next up, you're gonna wanna come up here and hit File, New, Sequence, and you want to make sure you are on digital SLR 1080p, DSLR 1080, 24 frames a second. Now I could go into what it means to shoot at 24 and 60 and all that, but again, I just want you guys to know the basics of editing. If you'd like to see a video on maybe the basics of filming, then we can discuss all that stuff in a later video. Drop a comment below, let me know. So basically that establishes your timeline here, and as you can see, you have your video 1, video 2, video 3, and your audio 1, 2, and 3. So all of your video files would be on the top 3 layers, and all of your audio files would be on the bottom 3 layers. So let's go ahead and open up our video folder, and we can just double click on any one of these clips here, and that's going to open it up in this left side window here. And what this is a window to scrub through the files and see the videos, okay? This window here is gonna be what's actually playing on your timeline. So if I drag this video down here, it plays on this side. Now, the reason for this black square here is I shot all this footage actually at 720 as opposed to 1080 because my camera only shoots 60 frames at 720. Now, assuming that you're not shooting at 720, what you're going to want to do with this is any clips that you might have that aren't on a full 1080 spectrum, you're going to want to right click on the video clip here and then hit set to frame size, and that'll pretty much stretch it out to fill the screen. Now, you will be losing a little bit of quality if you're not shooting in 1080, but you know, you're better off stretching it out than just leaving those ridiculous black matte border things around the sides. But anyways, so once you have your clip up here in this window to the left, what you want to do is hit the I key to set an in point. As you can see there, let it hit the space bar, let it play as long as you'd like. Right there is pretty much good. Then you're going to want to hit the O key, and that sets an out point. Now you have just this one section of the video clip that you'd like to use. So you take this, you click on the actual video and drag it down into your timeline. Now, if you want to expand the timeline so you can kind of see a little bit more of the actual footage, hit the plus or the minus keys to stretch it out, and you can see how that'll make the clip a little bigger and more workable. If you'd like to actually see what these video clips are, you can click on the top or the bottom of the layer or line that you're actually working on, and you can just stretch that out like so, and then you can actually see a little thumbnail of the video that you're working on. If you'd like to cut something out of this video clip, then you find where you'd like to cut. Let's say I want to cut this out here. You hit the C key, and that brings up this little razor blade. Then you can go ahead and separate these. Oh, it would help if you hit the C key, and that brings up this little razor blade right here, and you just click wherever you'd like to split the clips, and that will divide them into 2 or 3 or 4 different clips, whatever you so choose. And you pretty much just go through all of your clips as such. You double click, it brings it up into this window here. You find a good portion you'd like to use, hit your I key to set an in point, scrub it over until you want it to end, hit your O key to set an out point, then you drag that into your timeline, and boom, now you have a working timeline. Now you hit this little folder back button here. If you want to go back into your project bin, you can pull your song right in there. Now I'm assuming if you're editing on any other platform, you already edit to the music, so we're not going to cover that kind of stuff. But if you wanted to say make this video a little slower here, maybe run it at half speed, which is why I recorded it at 60 frames. Again, you're going to want to right click, set to frame size, maybe expand the timeline so I have a little bit more working space, and you're going to want to right click on speed/duration, reduce the speed down to 50%, hit OK, and now you have slow motion video. And really, that's pretty much the bare bones basics of editing on Premiere Pro. I want to give a special shout out to Morgan Victoria. She's a fellow YouTuber. She actually requested this video specifically. Again, this is just to get you to transition from using iMovie or mobile editing software or whatever it is that you're using into something a bit heftier like this. Once you get into Premiere and you start working your way around and pushing buttons and just figuring out how the software works, things will start making more sense. You know, look up a couple more tutorials, a few more advanced tutorials. If you'd like to see a more in-depth tutorial on Premiere Pro, feel free to let me know, drop a comment below. If you like this video, if you'd like to see more content like this, if you have any specific requests on videos or tutorials that you would like me specifically to cover, feel free to let me know, drop a comment, consider subscribing, hit that like button, guys. Also, small tidbit, you know what? If you go ahead and check out my camera transitions video, you could actually match that up pretty well with the basics of Premiere Pro, because you can make some pretty dope footage without any crazy presets or anything like that. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.